Thank you, Doctor. And good afternoon, dignitaries, friends from industry, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen. Indeed, it's a very great pleasure for me to share this interesting, to present my very interesting article. The opportunities for enhanced productivity and quality in the paper mills approaching zero liquid discharge. The UNIDO's intervention, through which I'd like to share some of the key findings based on the UNIDO's initiatives for the implementation of an interesting technology, the chlorine dioxide treatment technology for control of the odor in the paper, especially in the packaging grade paper. And from this, I'd like to share a specific case study being based on the implementation of the technology in one of the paper mills, Muzaffarnagar. Without going much into detail, one of the key aspects of this slide is basically to share how much is the share of the recycled paper, raw material in paper industry already being touched upon. It is more than 75% of the paper production out of more than 22 million tons comes from the recycled waste, of which more than 50% is the packaging grade coming from the mills now approaching towards the zero liquid discharge. And that's how the issues and challenges are coming in these mills, and we have come out with a very innovative solution to overcome the challenge of odor specifically, which has given a detected advantage of the enhanced productivity and quality, thus the improved efficiency of the paper. Basically, if you look at the challenges faced by the paper mills, these are well known. Industry is highly resource intensive, having constraint on the raw material availability, disruption in operation, traditional technologies and processes with the low productivity, avoidable losses and unrealized savings, challenges of the environmental front, basically the high equipment cost of variable resources, and also evolving market, especially on the front of more and more demand for the packaging grade paper. So there is a need to adopt the technology and the manufacturing practices customized and tailored to the need of the Indian paper industry. This technology, what I am going to share, is one example of this. I think if you look at the challenge faced by the mills having the zero liquid discharge producing packaging grade paper is, the paper is having a very specific, very high odor in the paper. It all because of the mills are adopting the zero liquid discharge, having lot of contamination with the microbes which are responsible for generation of this foul odor. And as a result, there is loss in the productivity also, besides the quality aspect. The major, the challenge before the industry is, as I said, industry is closing up of the white water loop and continued circulation of the additives, alkaline and neutral sizing chemicals. As a result, this gives the favorable conditions in the process water in respect of pH, temperature, and at the same time very high nutrient doses which are getting dissolved during recycling of waste paper. As a result, the microbial contamination gets built up, which results in the formation of odorous compound. And a very systematic study has been done to overcome this challenge with the use of this innovative technology we will be discussing now. As a result, this results in heavy paper breakages. Of course, because some of the mills which are producing paper, they don't face, but we have found in the mills producing kraft paper with the recycled air, a lot of paper breakage problem due to the formation of the slime, spots and spats, leading to the customer rejection and also the mark order. I think some of the problems have already been faced in the past. Because of that, lot of the issues were emerged in the domestic and global market, resulted in rejection during the exports. Having lot of studies on that, what could be the solution we could find? The chlorine dioxide, under the specific condition with a milder dosage, could be one of the very effective biocide and disinfectant, which is already known to be used for the drinking water, has been approved even by the FDA. So even if we are producing the packaging grade paper specific for the food grade application, at least this biocide or this silicide qualifies to be the food grade. And the key feature of the technology is it can be developed at source, basically in the milder doses, have the very faster microbial killing rate, and one of the very key feature of the chlorine dioxide being having high oxidation potential is it penetrates the sheath which is surrounding the microbes, which normal biocides are not able to do effectively. Very low concentrations are required. It leaves no traces in the process water, odorless, biodegradable, and also effective over a wide range of pH. Basically, that is the very good advantage of this, and found to be highly cost effective. I think that will be shared by friend where he will like to share what are the cost of the chemicals they are incurred during implementation of this. Just to compare the advantage of chlorine dioxide over the other oxidation, because many people say why not ozone, why not chlorine, but we could see it has the highest oxidation potential. That's the reason the very mild doses less than 1 ppm is required to make it effective. This is a very simple, the chlorine dioxide generation system. I think nowadays, fortunately earlier we did not have much choice. Now many of the indigenous manufacturers of the equipment are available in the market that also align with the mandate of the government of India of encouraging the indigenous manufacturing of the equipment, and a very simple CO2 generation system which generates the CO2 at site, and it is being dosed at the appropriate place. We have to identify the appropriate dose. The trial was carried out after having successful implementation in many mills across country. The first trial, one of the effort was done to implement the technology in Muzaffarnagar paper cluster, which is hub for the production of packaging grade paper. And as a part of our unit of paper project activity, we could have this as one of the challenge. I think when we did the diagnostic, this was one of the issue which was spotlighted by the industry, how to overcome this disorder. That's how the at the mill, specific mill, I think Duplex came forward to provide platform to apply this, the technology in the mill, to implement this technology, and we have been very successful, achieving those findings. And the milder dose, this basically slide shows the production of the CO2 and dosing. Mild doses, you could see hardly 200 to 300 gram of CO2 is needed per hour in a 300-400 ton of production. So doses are hardly less than a ppm, which are found to be effective. And the trials were conducted over a period of 2 months in the mill, from day one to one of the reasons for the longer trial is the initial microbial load in the system is very high, almost 10 raised to power 8 to 10. These anaerobes are highly, very high population, which takes a lot of time to be killed by the CO2, and because of the closure system, it also takes a lot of time to come out the foul smell from the system. And a very systemic study is required. The key indicator for the assessment of the success is the prime is the microbial load. Actually, in the system we need to monitor the microbial load using on-spot analysis through the vector slide. I think this monitoring has been done right in the trials were started in July 2023 and carried out over a period of 2 months till September, and the constant monitoring was done on the weekly basis through the vector slide what is the microbial content that gave us a quite good confidence there was a reduction, marked reduction in the microbial the load. Besides, the other key parameter was the oxidation reduction potential. That was also from the negative it could turn into the positive. So, but now without going in much detail, and this is the microbial content you could see. Monitoring, it started from 10 raised to power 8, which could reduce to 10 raised to power 3. I think that was one of the positive indication of the success of the trial, which was being monitored on continuous basis under dosing of the continuous dosing of the CO2 system. And this is the oxidation reduction potential which was monitored basically. Initially, the oxidation reduction potential of the water was in the range of negative, very high, almost more than 450. But our target was how we can convert that ORP into the positive, which over the period of time would be turned into from minus 450 to 18 minus. It means going toward the positive side. Still, the trials are on. So, may I request Pankaj kindly